welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is Mathematics Paper 2, and I'm revising with you the matrices, quadratic equation, sets, and cubic function. So the question is saying, given that matrix M is equal to 2 by 4, 2x plus 3 by x minus 3, find Roman numeral number 1, the value of x for which matrix M is a singular matrix. So you need to be familiar with the term singular matrix. So a singular matrix, it has a determinant of 0, right? Here we are finding the value of x, and this one is a singular matrix. So which means where we are going to put d as the determinant, we're going to put 0. So let's do this. 2 and x minus 3. These are called major diagonal. Then 4 and 2x plus 3, they are called minor diagonal. So determinant is equal to major diagonal minus minor diagonal. So here we have major diagonal, which is 2, multiplying with x minus 3, then close, minus, open bracket. So I'm just going to put the square. Then we have 4, then open bracket, 2x plus 3, close, then close, square bracket. Then from there now, so I was saying determinant for the singular matrix is equal to 0. So where we are having d, I'm just going to put 0, is equal to, then 2 multiplied by x, we are going to get to x. Then 2 multiplied by negative 3, we are going to get negative 6. Then minus, open bracket, which is the square. Let me just put the glass bracket. Then from there now, 4 multiplied by 2x, we are going to get 8x. Then 4 multiplied by 3, we are going to get positive 12. Then close. So this negative is going to multiply with everything inside the brackets, right? So here we are going to have 2x minus 6. So negative multiplied by positive 8x, we are going to get negative 8x. Then negative multiplied by positive 12, we are going to get negative 12, right? Then from there now, 2x and negative 8x, these two are like terms, and also negative 6 and negative 12, these two are like terms, right? So if I collect them, we are going to find that here we are having 0. We are going to have 2x minus 8, x minus 6 minus 12. So from there now, 2x minus 8x, we are going to have negative 6x. Then negative 6 minus 12, we are going to get negative 18, right, is equal to 0. So now, here we are finding the value of x, which means 18 is going to cross an equal sign, which is negative 18. So when it crosses an equal sign, it is going to change to positive. Then here we are going to remain with negative 6x is equal to 18. Since here we are finding the value of x, which means I'm just going to divide by 6, even here by 6. Negative 6 and negative 6, they are going to cancel each other. Negative 6 into positive 18. Remember, when this one and this one cancels each other, here we are going to remain with x. So x is equal to negative 6 into positive 18. The answer is going to be negative 3. So the value of x there is negative 3, right? As for Roman numeral number 2 saying, we need to find the inverse of matrix M, given that x is equal to negative 2. So which means we are just going to take matrix M, and where there is x, we are going to put negative 2. So let's find matrix M. So matrix M is equal to, where there is x, we are going to put negative 2, right? So where there is x, we are going to put negative 2. So here we are having x, I'm just going to put negative 2 minus 3, then close. Now, matrix M is equal to here we are having 2, which is this one. Then from there now, positive 2 multiplied by negative 2, the answer is going to be negative 4. Right? Then plus 3. Then here we are having 4, which is this one. Then negative 2 minus 3, that is negative 5. Then from there now, matrix M is equal to, here we are having 2, here 4. So negative 4 plus 3, that is negative 1. Then here we are having negative 5. So this one is our matrix M that we are going to use when x is equal to negative 2. Right. So when you're finding the inverse is represented by a negative as a power. So since here we are finding the inverse of matrix M, so we are just going to say matrix M to the power negative 1 is equal to 1 over the determinant, then multiplied by the adjoint of matrix M. Right. So let's find the determinant of matrix M when x is equal to negative 2. So we have 2 and negative 5 as the major diagonal, positive 4 and negative 1 as the minor diagonal. So what we are going to do here, we are just going to say determinant is equal to 2 multiplied by negative 5, like this, then minus, open bracket, 4 multiplied by negative 1, then close. Then from there now, positive 2 multiplied by negative 5, we are going to get negative 10. Then from there now, minus, open bracket, 4 multiplied by negative 1, we are going to get negative 4. Right? Then from there now, negative multiplied by negative, we are going to get positive, which is positive 4. Now remember, determinant is equal to negative 10 plus 4. Then from there now, our final determinant is going to be negative 10 minus, negative 10 plus 4. The answer is going to be negative 6. So negative 6 is our determinant. Right. Since the determinant here is negative 6, so I'm just going to say the inverse of matrix M is equal to 1 over the determinant, which is negative 6, multiplied by the adjoint of matrix M. So the adjoint, how it is, the numbers on the major diagonal, they exchange their position. So negative 5 is going to take the place of positive 2, then positive 2 is going to take the place of negative 5. So negative 5 is going to take the place of positive 2, then positive 2 is going to take the place of negative 5. Then from there now, what happens to the minor diagonal is that the signs changes. So if this one here is negative 1, which means it's going to change to positive 1, then this one is positive 4, it is going to change to negative 4. So we have negative 4 and positive 1. So this one is our final answer. That is where you're supposed to end. So question B saying, solve the equation x open bracket x minus 1 minus 9 is equal to 0. Giving your answers correct to 2 decimal places, 5 marks. So this one carries a lot of marks. So let's make this one here in form of ax to the power 2 plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Right? So what we are going to do here, we are just going to multiply x with everything inside the brackets here. So x multiplied by x, we are going to get x squared. X multiplied by negative 1, we are going to get negative x. Then here we are having minus 9 is equal to 0. So which means this one here is obeying the layout of ax to the power 2 plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So let's find the values of a, b, and c. So the value of a here, as you can see, the value of a is a number which has a variable to the highest power of 2. So here we are just having the coefficient of 1, which means the value of a, it is positive 1. Then what about b? So as for b, this one here, it is, you look at a number which is having the variable to the highest power of 1. So it is this one here. Now it is having the coefficient of 1, which means this one is going to be negative 1 for the value of b. Then the value of c, it is a constant number. So when I say constant number, a number without a variable. So it is this one here, which is negative 9. So the value of C here is negative 9. From there now, let's try to use now the formula. So the formula is x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So now since the value of a here it is 1, then the value of b it is negative 1, then the value of c it is negative 9. So let's replace now. So here we are saying x is equal to, in the formula here we are having a negative, so I'm just going to write a negative. Then what is the value of b? The value of b here it is negative 1, close. So plus or minus the square root of open bracket negative 1, since here we are having b, so which means it's negative 1, close bracket to the power 2, then minus 4 open bracket, the value of a here it is what? 1, then close. Then the value of c here it is negative 9, right? Or over 2 multiplied by 1, which is the value of a here, right? Then from there now, what we are going to do here, we are just going to multiply, okay? So it's x is equal to negative multiplied by negative, that is positive, so we are just going to have positive 1 plus or minus open bracket negative 1 close bracket to the power 2, that is positive 1, then negative 4 multiplied by positive 1, that is negative 4, multiplied by negative 9, that is positive 36, right? Then over 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2. Then from there now, x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of, so 1 plus 36, we are going to get 37 over 2. So since here we have two signs, plus or minus, which means we are going to have two answers, one for negative and one for positive. So here we have x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 37, it is 6.0828 over 2. For negative, it is x is equal to 1 minus 6.0828, then over 2. So this one here, 1 plus 6.0828 is going to give me 7.08, so it's x is equal to 7.0828 divided by 2. Then this one here on top, it is going to give me negative 5 point, so it is going to give me so it is giving me x is equal to negative 5.0828 divided by 2. So let's find the value of x now. Even here the value of x. So 2 into 7.0828, the answer is going to be 3, which is positive 3.4, let me say 54, like this one here. So the answer is 3.54, which is to the 2 decimal places, right? Now let's come to this one here. So negative 5 divided by negative 5.0828 divided by 2, the answer is going to be negative 2.54. So this one here is our final answer, or these are the roots of this quadratic equation. Right, so let's move on to the next one. So the next one is saying, in a staff room at Mwandi Boys Secondary School, teachers were asked the football teams they support in England among Chelsea, represented by C, Liverpool, represented by L, and Arsenal, represented by A. Their responses were shown in the Venn diagram below. So we have C being represented by Chelsea, A being represented by Arsenal, then L being represented by Liverpool. So what does it mean when you see a set inside a set? Like you have set A, and then also set B inside. This means that set B is the subset of set A. In other words, the members in set B are also in set A, right? Yes, but the members in set A are not in set B. Let's say, for example, we have 2, 4, then here we have 7 and 9, which means if I say write set A, you are even going to include 3, 4, 7, and what? 9. That is set A. But if I say write, so what I'm saying is like this. If I say write set A, so set A is going to be like 3, 4, 7, what? 9. This one is our set A. But if I say write set B, I'm just going to write 3, 4. So this one is set B. So what it means here is like this. Set B is the subset of A, which means 3 and 4 are found in set A, but 7 and 9 are not found in set B. That is the subset. The first question is saying, which is Roman numeral 1, given that 26 teachers support Arsenal, find the value of X. So I was saying, like, if you have set A and set B, which means this, the members in set A, the members in set B are also found in set A. So what we are going to do here, we are just going to take the set of Arsenal and equate it to 26. So if I add 6 plus 4 plus 2x plus 3 plus 7, then I'm going to get 26. Then from there now, so since 6, 4, 3, and 7, they are like terms. So when I add them, I'm going to get 20. So it is 2x plus 20 is equal to 26. Then from there now, 20 is going to cross an equal sign. Then here I'm just going to remain with 2x. So 26 minus 20. Because when 20 crosses an equal sign, it is going to change to a negative, since it is positive 20, right? So 2x is equal to 26 minus 20. The answer is going to be 6. Then since here we are finding the value of A, which means the value of x, which means we are just going to divide by 2, even here by 2. So 2 and 2, they are going to cancel each other. Then here I'm just going to remain with x, right? So x is equal to, so x is equal to 2 into 6, the answer is going to be 3, which means the value of x here, it is 3. Now, if the value of x here, it is 3, what about this one here? What about this one? So here we are having 2x plus 3, which means where there is x, we are going to put 3, right? So 2 multiplied by 3, I'm just going to get 6 plus 3. So 6 plus 3, I'm just going to get 9. So which means the whole thing here is equal to what? 9. Number 2 is saying, how many teachers, question A, were in the staff room? So how many teachers were in the staff room? You need to add all the numbers inside the Venn diagram. So inside the Venn diagram, we are having 10. So we have 6, 4, 9, 8, then the 7 and 8. These are the numbers that we have. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to say 10 plus 6 plus 4 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8 is equal to, we don't know. So when I add 10 plus 6 plus 4 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8, I'm just going to get 44. Then at the end, you're supposed to say 44 teachers. So this one here is our final answer. B, support two teams only. Support two teams only. So if I choose 6 here, if I select 6 here, 6 teachers were supporting Chelsea and Arsenal. So we have 6 there, plus, then if I select 4 here, 4 is going to be now the total number of teachers who were supporting Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool. But they're just talking about 2 teams only. So which means 4 is not part of our solution. Then if I select 9 here, 9 were the total number of teachers who were supporting, or who was supporting Arsenal and Liverpool, right? So plus 9, because Liverpool is the subset of Arsenal. So 6 plus 9, the answer is going to be 15. Then at the end, you're supposed to say 15 teachers. So this one is our final answer also for question B. So let's see question C. So question C is saying support Arsenal and Liverpool. Support Arsenal and Liverpool. Arsenal and Liverpool. So to answer this question, let me just represent this Venn diagram in form of this one. So we have Arsenal, Liverpool, and also Chelsea. So at the center here we are going to have 4. Then here we are going to have 9. Then here 10. Then as for Arsenal here we are having 7. Then also 6 here. Then 8 outside. Right? Then apart from that one, which one is remaining? Okay, so they are all occupied. So here they are just saying the total number of teachers who supported Arsenal and Liverpool. So it is just this one here. The total number of teachers who supported Arsenal and Liverpool, it is just this one here, which is what? 9. So the answer here is just going to be 9 teachers, right? Then let's move on to the next one. So the next one is saying, so this one is from cubic function. So it is saying the diagram below shows the graph of y is equal to x open bracket x plus 3 open bracket x minus 3 close bracket, and y is equal to 5x. Then the question is saying we need to use your graph to Roman numeral number 1, calculate an estimate of gradient of the curve at the point negative 3,0 to max. So negative 3,0 to max. So what you're supposed to do here, just get the equation, right, from the question. So we have y is equal to x open bracket x plus 3 close bracket open bracket x minus 3 close. So let's make this one here in form of the polynomial. So here we have y is equal to, so this x is going to multiply with this one here. So x multiplied by x, just going to get x squared. So open bracket x squared. Then x multiplied by 3, we are just going to get 3x, right? Then from there now, y is equal to x cubed, let me say x squared multiplied by x, we are going to get x to the power 3. Then x to the power 2 multiplied by negative 3, we are going to get negative 3x to the power 2. So we are done with this one. Let's move on to this one. So 3x multiplied by x, we are just going to get positive 3x to the power 2, right? Then 3x multiplied by negative 3, we are just going to get negative 9x. So this one and this one, they are going to cancel each other. And then here we are going to remain with y is equal to x to the power 3 minus 9x. So this one is our equation that we are going to use now to find the gradient. So we are saying we have y is equal to x to the power 3 minus 9x. So to find the gradient here, let's find dy dx. So dy dx, right, dy dx is equal to, so this power here is going to multiply with the base here. So we are having the base of 1, so it's more like 3 multiplied by 1. Then the answer is going to be what? 3. Then from the power, so we have 3 here. Then from the power, subtract 1. So 3 minus 1, we are just going to remain with 2. So it's x to the power 2. Then from there now, here we are having 1. 1 multiplied by negative 9, we are going to get negative 9, right? Then 1 minus 1, we are going to get 0. Now here, 0 will be just one part of x. So n number less to the power 0 is equal to 1. So it's more like you're just multiplying negative 9 multiplied by 1, which is negative 9 itself, right? So let's find the gradient. Since dy dx is equal to gradient, so I'm just going to say gradient is equal to 3, open bracket. Then the coordinates here we have negative 3, 0. So this one is the value of x, and this one is the value of y. So where there is x, we are going to put negative 3. So if we put negative 3 here, then we are going to include a power, which is this one here, right? Minus 9. So negative 3 to the power 2, that is positive 9, right? So we have is equal to, gradient is equal to 3 multiplied by positive 9, then close, minus 9. So here we have gradient is equal to 3 multiplied by positive 9, we are going to get 27 minus 9. Gradient is equal to 27 minus 9, the answer is going to be 18. So 18 here is right. So our gradient here, it is 18 for question Roman numeral number 1, like that. Then as for Roman numeral number 2 is saying solve the equations. So we have A, which is saying x open bracket x plus 3 close bracket x minus 3 close bracket is equal to 0. So to solve this equation, you need to take the original equation, right? So if I take the original equation, which is y is equal to x open bracket x plus 3 close open bracket x minus 3, like this, okay? Then also take the equation that you have been given in the question. So since here we have 0, so I'm just going to say 0 is equal to, then x open bracket x plus 3 close open bracket x minus 3, then close. So here we are going to do the substitution. So if I do the substitution here, I'm just going to find that this one and these, they are going to cancel each other, or these and these, they are going to cancel each other. Then here I'm just going to remain with x is equal to 0 axis, which is this one here. Now, what we are going to do here, to find the values, we are just going to take where the curve is passing, right? So we have at this point, we also have at this point, and also at this point. So where y is equal to 0, it is this one, and this one. So let's just take the values. So we have x is equal to, so at this point here it is a negative 3. So x is equal to negative 3, comma, x is equal to, at this point here, x is equal to 0 and also y is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 and x is equal to, so at this point here, this one is positive 3. So x is equal to positive 3. So these are the values for y is equal to 0. So let's answer the next one, which is B. We are just going to do the same. Just going to take the final or the equation that we have been given in the question, which is y is equal to x, open bracket, x plus 3, and then x minus 3. Also take the equation from the question. So here we have 5x is equal to x, open bracket, x plus 3, then close, x minus 3. So we have x minus 3, then close. So even here I'm just going to do the substitution. So these, they are going to cancel each other, right? Then here I'm just going to remain with y is equal to 5x. Now where y is equal to 5x, it is this line here. Where y is equal to 5x, it is this line here. So what we are going to do here, we are just going to take the values where y is equal to 5x, which is at this point here, and also at this point, and also the last one, which is at this point. Right, so the value of x here, it is from this point, let me just do this, from this point here up to this point here. So what is the value of x there? Then apart from that one, also at this point here, right? Then also at this point here, starting from this one up to here. So let's choose the values of x now. So at this point here, since here we are having negative 3, which means this one here is going to be negative 3.7. So x is equal to negative 3.7 at this point here, right? Then apart from that one, we also have at this point here where x is equal to 0, right? Then the last one, it is x is equal to, so at this point here it is 3.8, so it is 3.8, right? So those are the values for y is equal to 5x. So let's see the last one, which is Roman numeral number 3, which is saying calculate an estimate of the area bounded by the curve x is equal to negative 3, x is equal to 0, and y is equal to negative 10. So on this part here we have negative 3. So negative 3, where we are having negative 3, it is at point here. Then we also have x is equal to 0, so it is this point here. And y is equal to negative 10, which is this point here. So let me just draw the shape. So from this point, we are reaching at this point, which is 0. So we are extending up to 10, then here up to this. Right, so this is the shape of the area that we are going to find, okay? So this one is the area that we are finding. So what we are going to do here, we are just going to say area is equal to, so what shape is this one here? So this one is the rectangle. So rectangle is given by L multiplied by breadth, right? Which is length multiplied by breadth. So what is our length here from this point up to this point? It is 3. Then the breadth from this point up to this point here. It is what? 10. So when I multiply here, I'm just going to get 30 units squared. So 30 units squared. So this one here is our final answer. So that was the last one. Thanks for watching.